of Simbi Foundation, which is a research-led nonprofit organization working to provide quality educational support to the next 3.5 million learners in remote and refugee communities around the world.
And my name is Ran Sommer. I'm the Director of Global Operations at Simbi Foundation, and I have the privilege of working with our partnered communities in both Uganda and India and in refugee settlements with the United Nations Refugee Settlement to enhance access to education and meet that goal of 3.5 million learners over the next 10 years.
The organization grew out of research. First and foremost, we are very much a research-based organization. The early, before it was called Simbi Foundation, it was actually called the Walking School Bus, which grew out of my master's research. And over a period of time, what we did was we refined our focus and our research and started doing more work in scaling the solutions that we thought and that we realized were creating massive positive impact, and starting to do less of interventions and solutions that were just not reaching the same goals and were not supporting people in the same way. And over, I guess, the last 4.5, 5 years, the organization has continuously had this research-based approach where we're continuously auditing, examining what is working well, what isn't, before we implement any new initiative. So for example, a Brightbox macro, before that actually goes into a community, it is heavily researched to understand what are the positive externalities, the positive unintended consequences, what are the negative unintended consequences, how can these be minimized? And so we really apply the scientific approach wherever possible. And as it relates to moving from research to an organization that has products and solutions, that's where Co-Founder Run comes in. And really, it's been quite a beautiful journey, both personally and for the organization, as we've progressed and transitioned from being a more research-dominant organization to an organization that are really scaling our solutions. And I'll let you keep things running.
Yeah, essentially our goal is to consistently ensure we're providing value to the communities that we work with. So I see our research as a sort of checks and balances for the organization to ensure that we're always on the same page with our communities. Every community we work with is unique, even if we're working in a similar region. There's a unique set of challenges that they will face. So ensuring that the way that we implement our interventions are very well ingrained with the values of the communities that we work with, within the capacity for them to implement and roll out, because essentially 99% of the year, they're the ones who are managing the project. So that's a really important area of validation for the organization to ensure that that communities are feeling and promoting the value of the solutions that we co-create. The Brightbox is a repurposed shipping container classroom that has the ability to enhance access to education for up to 6,000 students through both digital resources as well as solar power. The Brightbox is able to connect to surrounding classrooms to provide both power as well as access to a Wi-Fi hub of digital resources that are expanded to a 2.7 kilometer radius from the source of the Brightbox.